The Raiders versus the Browns.
Eric, put all your groceries in the trunk of the car because he's about to drive for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. I'm talking about David Carr. Him and Nelson Aguilar. Rip it up, Eric.
Okay. All right. What's the score going to be? Because you could score 3 touchdowns and still lose.
Eric, it's going to be a lot of points to a little bit of points. Let's keep it moving.
For who? The Raiders?
My head hurts, Eric. Hurry. One more. I could do one more, Eric.
Okay. Pittsburgh at Baltimore. Versus Baltimore.
Pittsburgh, Baltimore. This one's a hard one, Eric. I'm going to have to reach deep back in my brain. Hold my hands, Eric, if you can virtually. Okay. Steelers got this one in the bag. John Connor's going to go off like he's in Terminator. 3 touchdowns. A lot of points. Eric, that's my time. I gotta get to you.
No, the other team will have a little points, or
Eric, you're breaking up from the future. Time is of the essence. Save yourself.
I will. You take care of yourself. Stop smoking the cig. Hello and welcome to Real
Deep
Fake
Sports.
I'm your host Eric, and I'm here with my brother Miguel. Here we are, waiting for the Bears Saints to play. We are a week after getting our ass kicked by the Rams.
We called that.
We both said they would lose.
I don't want to say that you guys can use our predictions to make a lot of money, but watch our videos and I mean, you can make an extra $500 a week. So
yeah,
keep that in mind.
And I did rewatch that episode, and I noticed early in the episode I said the Bears would win, but by the end I gave my prediction saying they would lose. So that's the kind
Back yourself out of it. Good man.
Yeah. As any good Bears fan will do. And the Saints this week will not have any of their wide receivers, really. They'll have 2 scrubs. But even with that, I kind of feel like the Bears are never in a good spot offensively to do anything. So maybe the defense will do something, but that's my only hope at this point.
Yeah, they're gonna have to show me something for me to get back on board. Especially a team like the Saints. You don't really need the receivers if you have a healthy Alvin Kamara, and I think him out of the backfield just catching passes is gonna fuck our shit up. And I think, Drew Brees still has enough in the tank to really get the job done. Allen Robinson's going to play, but Marshawn Lattimore is one of the best cornerbacks in the league, and I think he's going to absolutely shut him down, which means that you're going to have to rely on the rest of these receivers and tight ends to do something, and they haven't yet. The running game with David Montgomery has been absolutely pathetic. I'm very afraid, especially with this offensive line, to see what happens. Big Dick Nick is going to have to come through like we've never seen before. Matt Nagy's going to have to coach his ass off, which he's never done before. I mean, maybe once here or there back in 2018, but all guns are not firing, Eric, and I'm very afraid. I'm scared.
Big Dick Nick has been looking like Little Dick Nick lately.
Yes. Like somebody
So-
who's been in cold water for hours. Eric,
Yes, good analogy.
thank you.
So we do want to have, Matt Nagy give us some insider information about what he wants to do, to turn things around. So
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting because I'm gonna go hard at him, and he better be ready for it because I'm bringing the heat, Eric. Okay,
as you should. All right, let's get him on the line.
let's get it going.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Matt, how are ya?
Good. What's going on?
Um, Matt, it's an honor and a pleasure. I'm a huge fan of the Bears. You're probably my favorite coach.
Oh, thanks. Thank you so much. Means a lot.
What are you seeing this week for the Saints? I know you guys are.
Yeah, we want to be ourselves, Mike. So we're gonna look at everything. We had the game last week, and things didn't work out how we wanted. So we're just gonna look at everything, and obviously the run game needs to be better. So we're gonna look at that, and we're gonna change some stuff, and I think that things will get better because of all the good stuff we're doing in there. So
The good
I
stuff.
think you can see that.
Matt, I mean, I'm seeing it. You guys are 5-2, 5-3.
Yeah. And it's like I always say, it's better to be 5-2 than to be 2-5. So a lot of these Chicago guys are freaking out, but we're being us. We believe in each other, and we're gonna do everything we can to win games. And we got our best tight end out there, and we're ready to use him now. So Demetrius, get your ass ready. We're gonna throw to you at least 10 times this next game.
It's interesting to use a tight end who's dropped so many passes as opposed to your top pick in the draft last year, Cole Kmet. What's the thought process behind that?
Well, we like Cole. He's a good kid. We just don't know if he's there yet. Mentally, he catches everything thrown his way, but mentally, with the offense, you got to know what I'm thinking, and you got to bring me my coffees when I want them, and they have to be hot. So, with this offense, that's important. You got to be on the same page with Nags. So, that's where he's struggling. And Demetrius, he's always bringing my coffee on time and donuts, even when I don't ask for them. So we like that here at Hallis Hall.
Matt, do you feel like all those extra carbs and sugars are maybe hurting your play calling ability?
Interesting question. I do get a little hazy around, starting the game. I always have 6 or 7 munchkins at least. And, that gets me, I get like that sugar high, and then I kind of crash. And then in the third quarter, I kind of
That makes a lot of sense.
I kind of start feeling hazy again. And then, I'm waiting for someone to bring me a coffee, but I try not to indulge too much during the game.
Matt, as a former quarterback, you have a lot of insight into the game, seeing it from that perspective.
Sure.
What's the thought process behind not bringing any rookie quarterbacks in? I mean, you guys are lacking in that department. You'd figure that'd be the strength of a team led by an offensive minded coach, as well as somebody who was a previous quarterback for so many years.
Well, yeah, we like to run the ball, and we like to run it up the middle, and so that's kind of our bread and butter. And I was a quarterback, but we like to get off the bus running a little bit, So does that kind of make sense?
I'm sorry, I must have taken mushrooms. I feel like I keep seeing John Fox out of nowhere.
What do you mean? Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean, Mike.
Yeah, John Fox, great head coach, hell of an offense, but he just never really got his shot here in Chicago. So, you know,
So I took over for him, and everything's been great under me. So
Great. You do have a lot of wins as the Bears coach, but I'm afraid that it's due to the defense. It's almost like they're winning as it like they're winning besides the fact that you're the coach.
excuse me.
Like you're doing a terrible job.
Yeah, it's easy for a guy like you with, you've never been around the NFL. I can tell. You know, we got to go out there and prove ourselves. And, with the defense, we do a great job. And Chuck Pagano's out there doing a great job. But, with the offense, we just got to get it figured out, Mike. And
How do you figure it out, though? You use a lot of platitudes, but let's get into the nitty gritty. What are you figuring out exactly? Like, let's get into the minutia.
Well, Mike, you got to look at tape, first of all. You got to look at a lot of things, and you have to, we have to figure out what's going on, and that's what we're doing. And I think we've done great work this week, and we've got all the right checks in place and self-scouting, and we're gonna look at everything, and we'll figure it out as we go. So yeah, does that kind of help you get what I'm trying to say here?
Absolutely not. You've said literally nothing. I'm a disgruntled Bears fan, and I'm tired of this bullshit, to be honest with you, Matt.
Whoa. Whoa. All right. I've never had anyone kind of talk to me that way, Mike.
I think you need it, Matt, at this point. I mean, what's it going to take to get you to stop calling plays, Matt? Because I'm tired of it.
We've looked at it, Mike. We've looked at it. Coach Bill Lazor, I've talked to him. I said, do you want me calling plays? I said, or do you want to do it? And he said, no, you can do it. And I said, yeah, that's right. And so we've looked at it, and we've decided I'm the best play caller. And I even went to Phil DeFilippo, our quarterbacks coach, and I said, is there anything you see me doing wrong? Flip.
As you're holding his pink slip for his job.
Yeah. As I'm holding a lighter up to his next contract, and I'm saying, do you see me doing anything wrong? And he says, no. And I said, you remember who brought you here, right? So who's doing what wrong? Okay.
Right.
And then, so, we've looked at it, and we've decided I'm the guy to call the plays,
What?
Try. Good snap. Good hold. Ball game. Saints win it in overtime, 26-23.
Are you just a raging narcissist, or I just don't understand? Like you're doing a bad job. You see that, correct? Like
I'm sorry. Who's in first?
You're in statistically the worst offensive team in the NFL. You know that.
Right? Statistics, Mike. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, record is the one statistic I care about. So if we're being us, if we're running it up the gut, for 2-3 yards at most, but we're still winning games, I don't care. I'm not changing a goddamn thing. All right. That makes sense to you?
Yeah, it does. Yes, sir. I apologize for being so brash and not seeing how advanced your strategy is to eke by a win every single week. And literally, I mean, you're causing heart attacks out here,
Mike.
Matt.
I'd rather win ugly than lose pretty. You know what I'm saying?
No, you stole that from Nick Foles. He said that last week. So,
well, actually, I've been saying that in practice, so it must have rubbed off on him the right way.
Did you hold his contract up to with a lighter?
I don't have to. I brought him in here. He knows what Nags wants from him. So
Nags.
It's what
Nah,
the
you-
kids. It's what the players call me. I'm a player's coach. They respect me. So,
Can I call you Nags?
sure, call me whatever you want. But call me a winner because I'm 5-2 right now.
All right. Well, Matt, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that.
I really appreciate it. And I'm a Bears fan, Matt. Number one. I mean, it's constructive criticism. Do I think you're garbage? Sometimes, but I want to see you win. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna look at everything, like I said, and we're gonna, do our best to go out there and play our game. And yeah, we'll definitely look at that. Thanks for the feedback.
That was Matt Nagy, ladies and gentlemen. The head coach of the Chicago Bears. What a phenomenal guy. I mean,
I'm back on board after seeing that.
He makes it easy, Eric. A guy like that who has all the answers all the time and is never wrong. You got to give it up to him because he's steering the boat in the right direction. He sold me. I mean, 2 to 3 yards rushing a play.
You can see the wheels kind of turning up there. He's figuring it all out, and he doesn't want to give up too much. But he's definitely got it figured out. It sounds like
he's a beast. True game changer, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely. Another thing, people aren't talking about is the weather that is going to affect this game.
Yes.
And, in Chicago, we have our favorite weather guy, Tom Skilling, and I would just love to hear his opinion and, what we might see.
Yeah, I'm very worried about this wind, Eric. I mean, it's affecting the whole East Coast. You got snow in Boston. What can we see? I mean, I guess I'm asking the wrong guy. Let's get Tom Skilling.
Don't ask me because I have no clue.
I'm a weather geek. So I'm interested to see what he has to say about what's going on in the city of Chi.
I never knew you're a weather geek.
I love
never
it.
Struck me that
call
way.
Call me gay, Eric, because I'll fuck a Gus NATO. Okay.
Someone say fuck a Gus NATO. How you doing, Mike?
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you a Hall of Famer in my book, the one and only meteorologist from WGN, Tom Skilling.
It's a pleasure, Mike. It's a pleasure. On this frigid Sunday morning we've got here. There's a lot going on, so I just wanted to, join you I love the podcast. I want to help you guys figure this one out because there's a lot going on.
Tom, let's get into it. I'm a huge fan, so I'm kind of nerding out right now. Let's get into this Sunday's weather. What are we looking at?
Mike, I'm so glad you asked. Don't forget to turn the clocks back, first of all. So, you might wake up a little early and see it's 11 o'clock when it should be 12 in your head. So that's just a little joke. But seriously, this wind is going to be a mother. So we've got, gusts up to 45 miles per hour, Mike. And that's unbelievable when you're trying to throw the old pigskin around. It's going to be swirling. The kicks, they're going to be tough. So it's going to be cold as well. It's going to be frigid, Mike. So 38 degrees is your high. 35 is your low. So that's frigid to me,
Yeah.
So it's going to be a cold one. It's going to be a windy one. And going into Monday, you're gonna want to get your snowshoes out because you might get a little frost overnight.
Tom, what can we expect for this Bears game? Are we going to see more running today or passing?
The wind is really gonna affect a lot out there. So those guys out there on the gridiron, they're gonna be toughing it out, and we're gonna see a lot of hits as well.
Are we gonna see a lot of Gus Nados out there, Tom?
My Gus NATO index for this week is actually fairly high. It's at a 35-1 ratio, which is fairly high. But as far as the cold front that's coming in, I think that the wind shear may not be as high as many predicted previously. So my Gus NATO percentage, which is different than my index, is a little bit lower at 25%. So you've got about a 25% chance within a mile of the city of getting a gust NATO this Sunday. And out there where you live, Mike, out there in the plains, you're going to be up there at about 40%. So, keep those umbrellas strapped down and, just be careful out there.
Thank you so much, Tom. Is there anything else we should be looking out for as far as like snow or sleet, rain, tornadoes, hurricanes?
I would just say look out for anyone on Tuesday who's not wearing red, and just make sure they know, this is not the place for you to vote. So, we just want them being careful, and you don't want to leave your house because it's going to be real windy on Tuesday, if you know what I mean.
As far as, are we talking about voter scandal now? Or is this...
I'm just talking about the weather, Mike, but I'm just saying around those ballot boxes, it might get a little dicey. There might be very extreme weather in those parts. So, just be careful when you're voting. If you're voting, I'll just say if you're voting blue, it might be better to stay home because, the weather might get a little more intense around those times.
Jesus, Tom. Let's stick to the weather, Tom. Is there any other games that we need to be aware of that maybe you don't want to, for as far as like fantasy goes?
Oh, of course.
Some quarterbacks you want to stay away from?
Yeah, I would stay away from Cam Newton out there in Boston. He can't throw as it is, and it's going to be cold. Unless he gets a couple of rushing touchdowns, I wouldn't touch that guy with a 15-foot pole, Mike, because he hasn't shown the ability to throw the ball, and with these frigid temperatures, there may still be snow on the ground. It snowed about 3.5 inches there last weekend, or a couple days ago. So you want to watch out for that.
Tom, I'm not a weather doctor per se, but as far as like COVID goes, is this gonna like is it gonna like hurt you more because of the weather? Like it's colder, so the COVID virus becomes more deadly, or like could it kill you possibly more?
You're saying is the COVID gonna hurt you more
because
of the weather?
I'm no doctor.
Are you here? All right. Let me be straight with you, Mike. It's not real. It's not real.
COVID's not real.
It's a flu. The flu, which has been around for hundreds of years.
That's it.
There's a flu season, as you know. People are going to be inside more, and they're going to get the flu or whatever you want to call it. Okay. And if you're mentally weak, you're going to be more likely to get it. If you're going to live in fear, right, you're going to be more likely to get this sickness. And as Stained once said, you're going to get down with the sickness. So
yes.
I think as long as you have a positive mindset, you're not going to get sick.
Wow.
And that's kind of, part of my company. What we do is we sell a positive mindset.
You sell. How do you distribute this positive mindset? Is it
we have classes
okay
up here in Forest Park, Lake Forest, thank you. We have our centers there, and we'll go out there and We'll teach you for a price, of course,
Of course.
professional business skills. And, if you want to hang out, I do play volleyball from, midnight to around 3 a.m. And you can hang out with me. I'll give you tips on weather, and it is very weather centric, I will say. If you want to get ahead in the meteorology biz, I can help you. Obviously, I've done quite well for myself. And we have famous actors and things like that coming through. And
Seems,
we-
I
we
mean,
just want-
God bless you, but like
Thank you.
positive mindset is a great thing. But also, you're gonna do a class with a bunch of people in one room. It almost seems like you're asking for it.
Yeah.
Tom.
we're asking for
COVID,
a positive
I mean-
mindset. Well, like I said,
This
if
is
you think
literally how you
positive,
get
you're
people
not gonna get
sick.
it.
You can't. And how many people are in a room together for your class?
How many? We'll do up to 60 in small hotel conference rooms.
Okay.
And we like the more people, the merrier, the more you're gonna get out of it. So we're gonna tell your friends about us and all that good stuff, Mike. We'd love to see you there. If you said you're a weather geek, we've got weather courses, hurricanes, anything you find
Gusnados?
fascinating. We're out. Gusnado, we've got a whole course on Gusnados.
Seems almost too
So,
good to be
you
true,
know-
Tom. What are the pricing for this? Like, how much is the class?
Mike, what I want to ask you before I answer that question is, ask yourself, what are your biggest fears? And if you could get rid of that fear, what would that cost be worth to you? And if I said, $20 a day, would to get rid of your biggest weather fears, would that be worth it to you?
Yeah, I think it would.
Okay.
Sign me up.
So our courses are around $8,000 for a 5-day course.
Tom, I'm gonna have to take out
and
a
of
loan
course,
just to enter the building.
and Mike, if that's what you need to do, we're happy to help you figure out. We have a ranking system here, and we just want you to get, as high a rank you can. And if you need collateral, if you need to give us collateral to figure this one out, and you need to get more money,
So
to
you
get
guys
more
not
courses,
only
we're happy to help.
You guys not only handle the classes business, but also the financial aid part as well.
Yeah, you could call us, Sally Mae if you want. We're there to help. We're there. We do charge interest, of course. We're not a charity.
Wow.
So, we'll get you in touch with Tommy May, which is one of our subsidiaries that handles the loans. And
Okay.
we'll never force you to pay us, but we will force you to take more classes if we think you're falling a little behind. You'll take a financial course, which could cost around 10 to 15 grand, depending on your rank.
Wow, that seems like a deal.
But it's all
Sign me
worth it,
up.
Mike. Some of these kids. All right, we'll get in touch, and I'll get you signed up, and we'll get you on the email list.
That was Thomas Skilling, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, which is
that
be
was
careful
heavy
with
air.
that. Yeah, he's very mentally heavy, and
I was gonna say.
I would just be
Positive.
careful, doing any of that stuff he's talking about. It sounds like it can be a slippery slope.
Sounds like he's getting ready for his retirement fund.
Yeah, I don't know if WGN hasn't been paying out as much lately,
guess
but
not.
it seems a little sketchy there.
Eric, we've been getting pretty deep in the
Very
weeds. Heavy hitter talk, and I just figured, we could use a little a lightening of the situation, and bring just a little bit, some good vibes, and I'm gonna start, having some musical guests on just to like break it up, and get some
Wow.
good vibes. So we're gonna take a little break, and have our first musical guest. Hello, Eric.
Ed, how you doing? Ed Sheeran, I'm starstruck.
Ed Sheeran.
My
Please, Eric.
mistake. Ed
It's all right.
Sheeran, everybody. What's all right?
Hello, loves.
Hello. How you doing, sir?
Eric, I'm lovely. Thank you for having me on the show. I'm a huge fan of the sports and whatever else you guys do.
Yeah.
Right.
What's your favorite sports team, Ed?
I'm a big Man U guy. So I love football.
The Red Devils?
Real football, not the bullshit
Not
that you
this
guys
American
put up
shit.
with.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not for me.
I'd love to talk football with you.
Let's get into it, Eric.
What do you think of Liverpool? They've really been doing well lately, and they've kind of put you guys, Man U guys, to shame lately. Is that surprising, knowing their history?
Eric, let's talk about American football.
Sure. You just don't even want to touch that. All right, that's fine.
Now, you know what? If you're gonna come off being blimey and like rude and such, like what is it like? Do I come into your house and shit in your carpet? You know what I mean, Eric? Like
You never
you're
have.
gonna come off already.
Right. Yeah.
Pardon
Sorry.
me?
That was kind of an asshole question.
It's rude, Eric. It's rude.
What do you think of these Adam Gase Jets? Do you think they'll win a game this year, or what's your opinion?
They gotta get off the bus running, all right? And if they don't do that, then they're just not gonna play their game, Eric. And first and foremost, they need to get rid of Gase. And you know that better than anyone, Eric.
I do. I think Gase is really holding them back. They're not a horrible team, but they need some help. Where are you? Where are you right now, Ed? Are you in jolly old England, or are you across the pond here in the U.S.?
Well, you know how it is, Eric. I'm a superstar. So I kind of don't. I live everywhere and anywhere, Eric. And so right now, if you've known about the lockdown, I'm living in Australia.
Oh, very cool. Are you doing shows or only digital shows, or?
I'm a punk at heart, and the man can't keep me down. I'm a punk. The man cannot keep me down, Eric.
Yes. And what does that mean? You're doing punk music now? Pop music.
I'm trying to get into it, Eric. I started doing a lot of pop music, and now I'm just trying to get my feet wet in other genres, if you will, and try to really challenge myself to become the Ed Sheeran that I know in my heart. And it takes a little bit of je ne sais quoi, if you will. And right now I'm trying country music. I'm trying jazz.
Okay. So you're saying you're punk, but you're trying country music. Is that right?
There's nothing more punk, Eric, than coming out of your own line and trying something you've never tried before.
That's very true. Very true. So do you have any songs you could show us, or what are some of your, just like even a snippet you could give us?
I wish I could, Eric, but unfortunately you guys don't have the rights to my music.
It's a new song. I don't think anyone would have a problem. Do you have a problem?
Right. Well, since you've been so nice to me,
Thank you.
I'll give you a little taste.
Thank you.
It goes a little something like this.
Go ahead. Very shy for a professional singer.
Well, I haven't had my tea yet, so my voice might be a little off.
I understand. That's fine.
And it won't. And it's you. And Eric, are you laughing?
No, I had
I'm trying to do something.
cough. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's not
Go
cool,
ahead.
Eric.
Go
And
ahead,
the
love.
one, and the two, and the feet. Here we go. Are you laughing, Eric? That's not cool, mate. I'm trying to sing my heart out here, and you're just laughing. And
Just
I just
like a
feel-
funny meme. I'm sorry. One more time. Come on. I won't laugh. I promise.
You know, Eric, I'm not even gonna indulge you, to be honest. It's been bloody rude since I first started here.
hmm
I mean, you probably don't
And I
even
do
know any of
apologize.
my music.
I do know that the body one.
Go ahead. I'm all ears.
Girl, look at that body. I work out.
Yeah,
That's
Eric,
you, right?
thanks. Thanks for having me, Eric.
You know what?
Really appreciate it.
1 second. We have a special surprise for you. I want you to hang on the line and just see what happens. Does that sound good to you?
I mean, do I have a choice?
No, you don't. Hello, love.
Elton,
How are you,
hey,
Edwin?
love?
I'm good.
Bloody
my
good to
love.
see you, mate.
It's bloody good to see you. How have you been? I hear you out there in the desert of Australia.
I'm just trying to, do me. I'm gonna do me. You know what I mean? And you got
course.
these guys like Eric who
Cunts,
try to
mate.
interview and the super cunts, and I'm just trying to do me.
They do this little podcast and they think they fucking run the world.
They think their shit doesn't stink.
Exactly, love. How are things across the pond? Yes.
Elton, I'm in Australia, mate. So, what pond are you talking to?
The
Are you
Indian
referring-
Ocean, love.
Ah, yes. It's not bad. This COVID thing, I'm over it. It's not
It's
real.
not real, love. And they've got me inside wearing this diaper on my face. Can you believe it? They say I'm high risk. Just wanted to say hello, and I love to see everything
Right.
you're doing. I want to see the country album come out.
Elton, I was trying to sing for these cunts, and they
They were
they're
laughing
blocking
at you.
me. Oh, the whole time. It's
They're a
bloody
bunch of
unreal.
knobs, if you ask me.
Super knobbish mentality.
All right, well, I'll talk to you later, Ed. Just wanted to
Hey.
say hello.
Bloody good to see you.
That was pretty cool. I just wanted to drop that on you.
Yeah,
So, Ed,
thanks, Eric. I hate that guy.
oh, you do? What's the issue there? So,
I mean, do you really want me to get into it?
yes,
The guy's stolen all my music.
he's been around forever. I would have think he would
Benny
have
and the Jets
influenced
is
you.
mine, Eric. It's mine.
What? How is it yours?
Come on.
Come on,
Yeah, that town is mine.
pitched.
He outright
That
stole it.
I could see it. And the glasses, I feel like he's starting to
He's been-
wear.
Trying to look like me, Eric. He's trying to, get some of my shine off, if you will. 'cause
Yeah.
he's old with these kids. Old.
Been
Not-
hanging
not
out
like
with
me.
a-
I'm fresh.
have you- Yeah, you are.
I'm hot.
Have you
I'm
been hanging
sexy.
out with a lot of hip hop artists? I noticed you picking up some of that slang.
Yeah, Eric, I'm hip. I hang out with the kids. I'm with Chance the Rapper, and Kenny Lamar is one of my tight mates. He's in my MySpace top 5. Who else do I hang out
Yeah.
with? Luda Chris, so Mr.
Ludacris?
Chris.
Of course.
No.
What about any of those grime? Do you like that grime stuff in the UK?
That's
Grime
just
rap.
garbage, Eric. You know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Into
sorry.
it, but
I don't even like.
I'm not. Yeah, you can't even understand
Rap
what they're
is-
saying half the time. Thanks for coming on, but
Thanks
you
for
know,
having me, Eric.
very
It's
controversial.
been quite the pleasure.
Yes.
I try not
I'm sure it has.
to be. It's not my fault.
I understand. You're just not very self-aware, I think.
Go fuck yourself. All right, so that was a crazy interview with Ed Sheeran. I thought it was going to lighten the mood,
Right.
so but he didn't. Let's go ahead and get back to sports, what we
really.
do best, Eric. And I have somebody who's probably the best game predictor right now.
Okay.
It's very hard to find him. He is exceptional, Eric. This guy knows the future like nobody's business. Okay. Very
Cool.
hard to get. So his time is of the essence. Let me pop him on real quick. Eric.
Oh my god. Oh.
Eric.
Hello.
Eric, hold
Yes.
my hand.
Who are-
It's Quado from
I
Total
can't. It's a-
Recall.
Hello, Quad. Are you totally recalling some games this week?
Eric, what I see for the Bears is the upset of the
Mhm.
week.
Okay. What do you see? I'm having trouble. You okay?
Hold my
Quad?
hand.
Not hold your hand.
The
It's, I
future.
cannot. You're gonna go into the future and tell me what happens?
Drew Brees looks terrible.
Uh-huh. Gosh. Is
And
he
Oh
o-
my god.
he doesn't look
Is he
good,
injured?
Eric. No, he throws an interception.
Oh no. Is it a pick six,
Eric.
Quado?
It looks like a pick six.
Oh my gosh. Wow. That's incredible. This sounds
Eric,
good. Yeah.
let's move on. I don't have a lot of time. Time is prescient.
All right. Let's go Chiefs Jets.
Yeah, this is gonna be a real easy one, Eric. Patty Mahomes is gonna get back on track, and yeah, he's gonna win. He's gonna win big,
that's an
Eric.
easy one. That's an easy one.
A
didn't
lot
think
of
we'd do a
points
tougher
to
one.
a lot of points to a little point. Eric, let's keep going.
Las Vegas
What about-
versus Cleveland. The Raiders versus the
Eric.
Browns.
Eric, put all your
Yes.
groceries in the trunk of the car because he's about to drive for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. I'm talking about David Carr. Him and Nelson Aguilar rip it up, Eric.
Okay. All right. What's the score going to be? Because you could score 3 touchdowns and still lose.
Eric, it's going to be a lot of points to a little bit of points. Let's keep it moving.
For who? The Raiders?
My head hurts, Eric. Hurry. One more. I could do one more, Eric.
Okay. Pittsburgh at Baltimore. Versus Baltimore.
Pittsburgh, Baltimore. This one's a hard one, Eric. I'm going to have to reach deep back in my brain. Hold my hands, Eric, if you can virtually. Oh. Okay. Steelers got this one in the bag. John Connor's
Perfect.
going to go off like he's in Terminator. 3 touchdowns. A lot of
Really
points.
coincidence. A lot of points.
Eric, that's my time. I got to
The
get
other
out of here.
team- No. The other team will have a little points or
Eric, you're breaking up from the future.
all
Time
right,
is of the
Quad.
essence. Save yourself.
I will. You take care of yourself. Stop smoking the cigs. Quado from Total
Wow.
Recall. You know,
Well,
he
I
sounds a
don't
lot
know.
like Chris Berman, which is very weird to me.
It's very alarming.
Kind of
Kinda
looks
nice.
like him a little bit
No,
too.
Totally. It's kind of nice to get some predictions. We don't have a good prediction model here, so it's kind of nice to just get somebody from the future who just knows everything.
I don't know that I would call them predictions because it was not super clear who was gonna win.
I
But-
thought it was on, you know.
I think
tap, just
the
like-
pick six thing was a very bold prediction. We'll see if that happens by quads.
Quad
Love to
City.
have him on every week. I don't know.
We'll
why
see
he
when we
was
can.
so
We're
quick
actually.
to leave.
I think it's
It
just like
hurts. It's
it hurts, and it's like a different universe, different. You know, we're messing with time here, Eric, and it can get tricky. We might create a black hole. You know, so
yeah.
you just have to be careful with that stuff.
Yeah. I've never seen that movie, but I might have to watch it just to get a better idea of what,
What you're
it's all
dealing
about.
with. That's
Yeah.
you can almost consider it a documentary. That's how good it is.
Yeah. And I like that he made reference to other movies that makes me question
knows-
his reality. But
He knows all things. So, multiverse and all that stuff. And all that jazz.
yeah. We're running low on guests, I feel like. So I asked Booger if he would be willing to come back, and he said he would. So, I mean, we could talk to him again if you're open to it.
Eric? Check 1 2, Eric.
How are you doing? I hear you loud and clear, sir.
Hey,
show,
good time
everybody
long time.
Greg Gumbel.
Brian,
Just
Brian's my
messing with
brother.
it.
Yeah, I don't appreciate
Yeah, I
that
know.
because
I'm just messing.
look. I'm trying to start off on the right
What's that?
foot. Okay, you guys are paying me a lot of money to be here. Okay, don't ever call me Greg. Okay, he's not even a quarter of what I am.
Yeah.
He's not even a quarter.
No, I get it. I thought it'd be funny to like joke around.
Yeah,
Obviously, it's not
real
as funny to you.
Real funny.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing with
that?
you, Brian.
Jerk.
So we're so happy to have you on the podcast. We love watching Real Sports on HBO, and it really motivated us to do what we do here. So, we like to document everything and just kind of
That's
real
better.
deep.
Good. Get on your knees.
You're one of our idols and everything. Do you-
Grovel. Grovel at the throat, Eric.
Okay.
You see this award behind
So-
me?
You were at
You
an award.
wish.
I don't know that you won any.
You wish, Eric.
Have you won any Emmys or anything like that?
I wish I could hold my hands up right now, but I'm with 2 chicks,
Okay.
but I got 10 of them.
Ah, nice. 10 rings. Do you melt those down into rings?
You better believe it, Eric.
What kind of chicks you with right now? Are they?
Eric, that's none of your
Asian.
business. That's none of your business. Let me get
Alright.
into my schmeal, okay? Because I don't have a lot of time, Eric.
Okay. Get into your schmeal or spiel, as some people call it.
I'm sorry, dude. Who has the Emmys here?
You're
Is
watching
it-
movies.
Is it Eric or is it me? Anybody? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Who
Okay,
you're talking
here
to?
we
I don't
go.
know, but I'm interviewing you.
I got friends.
I-
I got
Uh,
friends
Tell me,
in
tell
high
me a little bit about
places.
these.
Yeah, I
movies.
got friends in low places. Anyways,
You're very full of yourself today. But when you're killing it like you are, I could see how you might have that kind of attitude.
You're damn right, Eric. And don't you forget it.
So tell me a little bit about these movies.
This is my favorite movie. Okay, I'm gonna be on here a lot, Eric. So get used to it.
Okay.
It's one of the best movies ever made. It's about race, religion, culture, and it's very prescient. It's called White Men Can't Jump, and it's phenomenal. If you love basketball,
wow,
it has Wesley Snipes. It has Woody Harrelson, and it has my favorite actress of all time, Mrs. Rosie Perez. I love her, Eric. She lights up the screen. I wish she had 10 more scenes in this movie. She is sexy.
Mm-hmm.
She's a Latina. And Eric, those are two things I love. I love it, Eric.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay. It's kind of an older movie, right? Did you just see it for the first time?
I mean, was it made last year?
No, maybe 20, 25 years ago.
Eric, yeah. So this basketball, I mean, if you watch Woody Harrelson play, this guy could play in the NBA. I mean, he's that good.
It's just a movie. I don't want you to.
Well, it's a movie, but still, it's kind of like a documentary. I mean, if you see his skills in the movie, he almost dunks, Eric. I think that's cool.
Yeah, a lot of guys in the NBA can actually dunk, though. Saying
he's so good at
it's a movie.
I mean, he could shoot.
Yeah, and he can, trick.
He slays off the court too.
What do you mean by
that? He's good with the ladies, Eric. You don't get a woman like Rosie Perez by accident, okay? She's a wonderful woman.
Yeah.
She deserves way more attention than she gets.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
Do you think that some of that stuff you could use like in your life? Kind of like some of those lines, some of that joie de vivre.
I don't even know what that means, Eric.
I heard Ed Sheeran say
look.
It sounded.
You have Ed Sheeran on here?
Yeah. Ed.
Man.
You two up.
Give me
we can hook. I can't because he was on Zoom.
Right.
I can get you his number though if you want to.
Hook me up.
I'll try. Is that a film that you would recommend I watch?
Eric, watch it and then watch it again. And then after that, after you're done jerking off for the third time, watch it again. Because it's that good.
Yeah. Now, is that a Spike Lee joint or who was that?
I believe it was. Let me look at my notes real quick.
Yeah, no problem. I do remember, they pretend they're no good, and then, they kind of scam these guys, and they get in a little bit of trouble. Turns out they're actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was made by. It was directed by Ron Shelton.
The great director Ron Shelton. Do you know what else do you have in your notes there? Any other movies
You better believe it, Eric. He's made Bull Durham. He wrote Bull Durham. Yeah, it doesn't look like he didn't direct.
One, huh?
It's a damn shame, Eric. I believe he made a Tin Cup. Bull Durham.
I can't say I've seen that one. He wrote
not a lot of heavy hitters, Eric. I'm gonna be honest with you.
He's like, I'm gonna go out on top. After that.
Yeah, exactly, Eric.
After that.
Eric-
Perez, I haven't seen her in a lot of stuff lately, which is a shame.
She does a lot of voice acting.
It almost sounds like
yeah.
you're making excuses for her.
Well, she deserves a lot
Has
more
her
credit
body
than she
gone to
actually
shit?
gets.
Has or something? She's doing a lot of voice
Eric.
acting.
You know better. Unbelievable.
I should.
In these times,
yeah, I'm gonna get canceled over something like that.
hashtag believe all women.
Yeah. Hashtag Bryant is better than Greg.
Thank you, Eric. You're back on Team Bryant. I'll let you go on my private jet if you're nice. Anyways, Eric, I
Bryant
got to
or
get back to
Bryant?
it. I got these two
Alright.
guests thing
Alright.
helping me with some.
All right. Well, I'll let you get back to them. We'll watch White Men Can't Jump, and maybe we'll check out Bill Durham or whatever. Bull Durham, if we like it. I
Got
would
hair
love to-
there.
Would love to talk to Greg sometime and just see what's at the bottom of all animosity.
We'll have to
We'll
have
to
a
get him on
conversation
another
with him.
Time.
Yeah, he's usually
But
working
yeah.
Sundays.
Yeah, it's hard. Would you be interested in seeing that film that he was talking about?
You kidding me? I love that movie. Let's get into it.
Would love to watch it with you sometime. Maybe grab a bucket of popcorn and just
Let's grab a bucket of popcorn chicken and get down and watch it.
let's do it.
Guys, we're gonna go watch this movie. So we'll have to see you next week.
Let you know.
Get
We'll
in.
let you. We love you.
Maybe we'll stream it for you guys.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. That's gonna do it for this podcast here at Real Deep Fake Sports. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe and like. And you know what? Don't just subscribe. Smash that like button, Mike. You know that little
Smash that like.
Smash it. Don't just touch it. And there's that little notification bell, Mike. Ring. Don't be afraid to ring that thing.
Bring it.
I'm going with
Get
that,
all the
but
smashes
I don't
in.
know. YouTube.
We love you
Mike
guys.
but
We'll have all the notifications going. And
we
we'll
love
see
you.
you guys next week. Peace.